Hey guys, today I'm doing a video game review. The last one I did about the Arkham series of Batman wasn't that well received because I think like two people saw it. Whatever, I'll do this other one and I'm doing it about the Zelda games. I know that you must know at least one game of this series because it's a great series, and I think it's one of the best ones done by Nintendo. And Nintendo has a few. I mean, even if you don't like Nintendo, if you prefer the Xbox, or if you prefer PlayStation or whatever, I think undeniably Nintendo has good stuff, and undeniably one of the best things they have is Zelda. So personally, I will show you what I have. I have my copy of Ocarina of Time, original from the year it was released, 1997, I think. I have Wind Waker, of course. Wind Waker is one of the best games. It was the Zelda game for Nintendo GameCube. I have Skyward Sword for the Wii. I didn't really like this one because I found it really boring and not very compelling, to be honest. And one of my favorite for the Wii also is this one, Twilight Princess. Really good game, really compelling, really complete, really entertaining, and you can play for hours. It's really good. And this is a tiny Zelda manga that I bought in Europe. It's in Spanish, I think. Yes, it's in Spanish, but you can get it in English and whatever language it is, in Japanese, if you will. I'm trying to show you this. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I'm talking then about Zelda. What I liked about this series from the beginning was that it's one world that you can explore, basically. When you're the character, you're Link, and you can explore this large expanse of land, which is very interesting because not many games do that. Nowadays, you do have a lot of them, but most of them are like online games. And to be honest, I don't like online games at all. I don't like, like Halo or all. I don't even know the names of those games because I don't really like them. To be fair, I have not tried playing them, but to me it seems like like you have to expend a lot of your time and a lot of your energy in that. My brother is a huge gamer of those kind of games, and I don't even know how he does it because it requires so much engagement from you. And for example, the Zelda games, although they are really great, you don't have to be on them every single time. I mean, you can quit and you can save and you can, pause for a while whenever you want. In these other games now, you cannot really do that, and it's too competitive. I've never liked anything competitive. Maybe because I always lose, but I don't really like that. And even when I lost in Zelda, I thought it was satisfying because of the graphics, because of the bosses, because of the characters, because of the story that was so interesting. I was like, oh, I lost, but I may try again tomorrow, or I may try again right now, or whatever. That's not lost, forever or anything, but people are preferring the other games, the online games more. For example, Final Fantasy, I find it extremely boring, to be honest. I don't really like those games, but I do like the Mario games. I even like Resident Evil games, and I'm not really a horror fan at all. Maybe not even in movies, to be fair. So yeah, about Zelda, I really like the main story. I mean, Ocarina of Time was the first Zelda game that I played, and it was really good because of the 3D. I think because I hadn't really seen a 3D game until I played Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, and it was. I mean, not only that it was a huge world, it was also a huge world in which you had to do so many things. You could ride a horse, you can beat the temples, you can talk to people, you can explore the villages, you can explore the map, the whole thing. You could get all the rupees, you can get all the like the objects that you can get. You can get all that. You can battle really interesting bad guys. Ganondorf. The battle against Ganondorf in Ocarina of Time is one of the most interesting I have ever played, and I won. I have won that, which is kind of insane. And the day I actually won this game, because I have only I have played Ocarina of Time so many times, but I have only beaten Ganondorf once. And the day I won it, I was like, yeah, I was so happy for myself because it's a really tough battle. I would say personally, I think it's really difficult. And the battle in Twilight Princess, I think it's really difficult too, but not as difficult. But it's equally engaging. And they did the same thing in that game, in which they created a brand new world, brand huge world, and you can do really great amount of exploration, and in the two forms, in the wall form, in the league form too. So it's really interesting. I really like these games because of that, of the sense of exploration and of wonder and of adventure. I really have always wanted those games. I like those games, to be honest. I really like the games where you can explore, when you can go several places, when you can transform in different things, when you can interchange characters and interact with other characters, and feel like you're in a different world. To be honest, I like when a video game is like a book which you can immerse. You can choose to play it, and you're like there all the time. And then when you're out, you're like, wow, that was a really great ride, and I cannot wait to get on it again, basically. And that's what the Zelda games are for me. Not all games that are like this are as immersive as this one. For example, the Mario games tend to be like the ones that you play, but you're not really interested in the story because the story is so simple. It's not really interesting. Some Mario games are really interesting, to be honest, but not all. Mostly none of them, to be honest. A couple, I would say. But the Zelda games are always really grand in their stories. Always really detailed, really, and they explore a lot of types of art, if you will. The types of animation they do, it's mind-boggling. Wind Waker, when it started, people, before it was released, people thought it was going to be awful in sales because of the style of the gaming. But it's really a good game. It's really engaging, and it's really great because you can explore something else, which is the sea. You can explore every island, and you have all these side quests. And I think that's so important in a game, that there's not only one thing you have to do, like one story, but you have all little stories all around to do. And I wish, for example, that superhero video games would be like this, or I would like a Pokemon game, a 3D Pokemon game like this. That would be amazing. I don't know if you have seen some pictures around the internet that tease to that. I would so buy that. If that ever comes out, I will buy the console and the controllers and the game and everything, because that would be just amazing. I haven't played the last Zelda game, to be honest, the Breath of the Wild, because I don't have a Switch. I don't intend to buy one, basically because I don't have the money to do that. But if I got to play it, I would be very interested, because people are saying it's really good. And again, like Wind Waker, it's a really big change in the style of animation, and that's really interesting. And I think in the Zelda games, what really attracts people, it's that you can see that the people that worked in the game really spend a lot of time thinking about it. Like they wanted every detail, every piece of the environment, everything to be just perfect, to be just as you have always wanted it to be. And you don't realize that until you actually see it in the games. In Twilight Princess, that's all this detail with bugs, with light, with water. The shape of water, it's beautiful in those games. Even in Zelda, when they had such a limited amount of space in one cartridge, they did something amazing with Lake Hylia, with the volcano, that you always see the volcano at the distance with the cloud. It's really engaging, and I think I love Zelda because it reminds me of movies in a certain way, and in more than movies, in like a mini series, or like really great series. You really feel you're there. You really feel the characters. Really feel their intentions, and they're not just good and bad. I think it has evolved into the kind of game that the bad person kind of has a point sometimes, and the good person kind of has bad moments. I mean, it's not always the best person. And for example, that he turns into a wolf says a lot, I think. And the fact that some of the evil guys have been the ones that have kept the war going, if you will, in these games, it's really interesting. I mean, it's really good. If you haven't played any Zelda game, I would advise you to pick at least one of those that I have. But if you can play other games for the Nintendo DS, for the Switch, for any other console, just do it because you'll be miss. If you don't play, you'll be missing out on some great gaming. I mean, it's really engaging, and I mean, I know they are going to release another one in the future, which is going to be just so amazing, and they can still do a lot of things with these characters, I think. And yeah, I mean, it's a really good video game series. So just pick it up if you haven't played it at all. You'll be just the happiest person on earth after playing any of these games. Thank you for watching this review. Sorry for it being so simple. I'm not a gaming expert or anything like that, or a gamer. I wouldn't qualify myself as that. I'm just someone that likes these games and wanted to talk a little bit about them. Again, thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel, share this video on your social media, and yeah, leave a comment about these games and what do you like and don't like. And please like or dislike this video if you want. I just want to know if you have been here. Thank you so much. Goodbye.